Welcome back for another 5-minute market update. Bitcoin closed down about 3.5%, but closed right below TBO support here, flipping it into TBO resistance. The price is struggling to push above it right now. The main concern I have is what will happen if BTC loses this low here at 74,508, because the level to watch has not changed. The level to watch is still $73,777. Why? Because that's the high set back here in March 2024. And given the severity of the sell-off we're seeing across world and global markets, if this level does not hold and it gets pierced, things are going to get much worse, much faster for BTC. I do expect this level to hold, but if it doesn't, we need to be prepared. Another good thing to know is that daily RSI literally just had a very, very tiny RSI reset, which is when RSI goes below 25 and then crosses back up. We need to see way more volume, way more bullish price action, but we are seeing on-balance volume stabilize, which is a good sign. Plus, it's above the white line. I expect a green close today, given the fact that we had a red close yesterday. Just call me crazy. We have a short-term target of the TBO fast line about 82,000, and we still have our open CME gap at about 81,890. So I do think we're going to be closing that soon. BVOL 7D is finally up into our rejection zone. I do not expect Bitcoin's volatility to reduce anytime soon. I still think we're about 5 to 7 days out from that happening. We have seen it go up as high as 12 on this scale, which is an increase of 18%, but eventually we're going to see it come back down. And when we see BVOL 7D fall, typically that's when we see a reduction in volatility for Bitcoin, which is a good sign for alts. Now, stablecoin dominance shot up because BTC closed down yesterday. And unfortunately, RSI is not looking great. It topped out here at 79.74 and it continues to climb higher. I don't expect it to meet or exceed this high set on February 26th of 86.95, but it's not a good spot for stablecoin dominance at all. Plus, the TBO cloud is looking really bullish, which isn't good. Bitcoin dominance closed red, and I do expect RSI to top out here at 91.3. We are definitely due for a pullback back down, but it's looking rough. Others still looking really rough, even though we had an RSI reset yesterday, even though we are expecting a reversal from these levels. Now, Ethereum, nothing has changed here. Chart looks still crazy bearish. Strong bearish on all time frames, on all counts. RSI is down to 1406. We're seeing a very bearish on-balance volume. Like, there's nothing positive about this chart whatsoever. XRP, unfortunately, it pierced this must-hold level. And a pierce is a very bad sign that we could see the price revisit those lows. Now, there was a good amount of volume, but the fact is that now we're looking at oversold RSI. We're looking at the price basically below this level now. If we close below this white line today, that will be a very negative sign for XRP. And there's a lot of open price action where it could continue to fall down a lot lower if things get really, really, really bad. Solana continues to disappoint, although I am expecting this one to reverse. We have at least a short-term target here about 120, and we still have our CME gap at 113. Now, TON has some interesting setups here. We're seeing an increase in volume. We're seeing an RSI reset. It held above TBO support, and it did put in a higher low as well. I am expecting TON to move up at least 20% to 360 or so to overhead resistance. S, or previously Phantom, can we stop saying that? Can we all agree? We all know it's used to be Phantom. It doesn't really matter. No one knows what Phantom is anymore. Great, cool. So S has an RSI, or oversold RSI, and my expectation is that we're going to see a repeat of this. We saw a move up, it headed to TBO support, broke it, and then it bounced from there about 41%. I don't think 41% is in the cards, but a move up to the daily TBO fast line makes sense, and that's an increase of just about 23%, which is pretty good. FARTCOIN continues to be an excellent chart for trading. These moves are nothing to laugh about. Like, this is ridiculous. 42% bounce, 40% bounce, another 41% bounce. This is a great chart for trading. IP, again, I'm waiting on this chart. I am expecting this one to have a reversal. It did have an RSI reset. It does look admittedly quite bearish, but this is also extremely short-term oversold, and I'm expecting it to at least tap the TBO fast line for about 15%. NEO is showing some really positive signs after losing support, falling down about 41%. Yesterday closing up 8%. Today so far only up 1%, but a massive RSI reset. Volume's looking good. And then on-balance volume has a lot of lost ground to make up, but I am expecting NEO to regain what was lost, which is like a 40% move. Core had a nice close up yesterday, 14%. Look at volume. I mean, look at on-balance volume. This is a great looking chart. Now, on the 4-hour time frame, we have clear targets for using the TBO, specifically from about 38, 39 cents up here to about 47 cents. It's a 22% move. It's pretty big. I am still expecting a move from hype. We had a mini RSI reset. We're seeing volume coming in. On-balance volume is still bearish, but I am expecting this chart to reverse. Now, I'm trying to condense as much as I possibly can, and the truth is that I can only do as much as I possibly can in a short video. It's supposed to be 5 minutes, but I have way more content that I share in the Better Traders Club 4 to 5 days a week. Now, if you want access to the club, you got to go back all the way down here. If you just want to get access to updates and just a couple of things, you can join for as little as $1 a month. But if you want access to the signals, if you want access to the TBO or TBT divergence, there are different tiers that you can check out. But the main thing, pay attention here. You want to take profit early on. Take a little bit of profit on every little bounce that we get. There's no guarantees that we're bottoming. I really want it to be the bottom, but Bitcoin is in a very precarious spot. So we need to watch, wait, and be careful. And until the next time, you know what to do. Stay awesome and stay in the green. Peace.